Hey everybody, happy Sunday. I am finally going to bake this brownie recipe that I came up with, and I wanted to show you guys what it is going to come out like, so let's just get to it. I took a picture that I am going to put at the front of this video that you've probably already seen at this point. I have vegetable oil, my cooking spray, this one's almost out, so I have the other one. Both of these come from the Dollar Tree. I also have the Betty Crocker Fudge Brownie Mix right here. I may or may not use this as well to make the chocolate chip cookies. At the same time, I don't know if I'm that ambitious yet. I have some marshmallows that I'm going to use. You can get a bag of these anywhere for $1 mostly, but I did get these from the Dollar Tree. And these are the bigger marshmallows. So I grabbed those and I'm going to use those. I have some chocolate chip chunks, and these are really good, and these also came from the Dollar Tree. I have some maraschino cherries that I am going to chop up and put inside of the brownies. And then this is the fudge brownie mix. The fudge frosting rich creamy chocolate that I'm going to use to put over top of the brownies after it is baked. So let's get going. I hope everybody's having a wonderful Sunday. I'm trying not to hit the camera too much during this video. I know I'm really bad at that, always shaking the camera. All right, the brownie mix calls for a half a cup of vegetable oil, 2 tablespoons of water, and 1 egg, to which I still have to get out of the fridge. So we're just going to open this up. And I'm actually just going to mix it right into the baking sheet. Of course, a lot of people will use a mixing bowl and what have you to kind of get it all together. But I try to skip a lot of steps. As many as I can, so I'm just going to put the cooking spray into the baking sheet right now, and then I am going to bake it right in the pan that I'm going to mix it in. So now that's all sprayed. There was more in here than I thought there was, so I'm going to put those aside so that we won't be dealing with those again. I'm going to dump the brownie mix right into the cookie sheet here. And all right, so I got that in there. Then I'm going to get, where is my mixing cup? Hold on one second. Ah, there it is. I got it. Hold on, I'm just grabbing an egg. All right, I'm back with the 1 egg, and I am going to just crack that a little on the side. Dump that in there with the brownie mix. Put that in the sink for now. And then I'm just going to wash my hands really quick. Now we're going to do the vegetable oil, and again it calls for 1/4 cup of vegetable oil. So I'm going to get my measuring cup here, and I'm going to find the 1/4 mark, even though I can pretty much eyeball it at this point myself, but I will try to get it right where it's 1/4 cup. Pretty, that might actually be too much. And pour a little back inside. That's good. We want them to be moist. So the oil is in there, the egg is in there, the brownie mix. Now I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of water, and I'm going to grab my spoon. And like I said, most of the time I just eyeball everything. I don't make too big of a deal about it. I don't really have all of my little teaspoon measuring stuff or anything like that. I just grab a spoon and eyeball it right out into where I'm about to mix it. And then I do have a hand mixer, but you know me, I try to cut corners. So I'm pretty much just going to mix it right in here with my spoon. So anywho, today has been a fun day. It is a beautiful fall day. It's overcast and cloudy. It is a little bit humid still, but there is a nice cool breeze. Today we went out this morning and we just putted around looking for yard sales and things like that and estate sales. We didn't really find too much. There was actually more out yesterday, so that was unfortunate because it was like such a nice fall day to be outside putting around at things like that. But we did take a nice ride. We saw so much foliage, and then we stopped and took really pretty pictures at all different points. Some of those I will include at the end. Then I came back, I brought my son to work. Richie's watching football. I went out to the farm stands with my mom. We saw some really cool farm animals. And then the pig almost bit me, if you can believe that. I was petting him and telling him how handsome he was, which he probably was offended by that because it was a girl pig. So that's why I think she bit me. She was offended. I'm just kidding. But she did, after a few minutes of me petting her, go to nip at my hand, and then the petting was over. But I'm going to include some really cute pictures. But she was also a pig that came from the MSPCA. So she was probably, you know, a neglected, abused animal that the farm adopted, which is so good. Because she looks like she's got a beautiful setup now and she's happy and in her forever home, hopefully. So I took a really cute picture of her, and they had some donkeys, and it was just a nice fall afternoon going to the pumpkin patch. I did find some smaller pumpkins, but I didn't find the biggest pumpkin that I wanted. So I have to go back up and try to find one really big pumpkin. All right, now I have that all mixed up in the cookie pan, the sheet pan over here. I'm gonna dump out the cherries in a bowl, and then I'm gonna pretty much get rid of the liquid out of the bowl, and then I'm gonna mash up these cherries. So now all I have in there are the cherries, and now I'm gonna just chop them up and then sprinkle them in the brownie mix. I just got that in the basket all the way on the other side of the room. I'm pretty good at my basketball techniques today. So anyhow, we're just kind of relaxing now. I'm home. I am about to bake these brownies, and then we're gonna go start decorating. I may or may not have time before I get my son to do one of my fall crafting videos and start recording that. I actually have the Dollar Tree haul for you guys uploading at the moment, and hopefully that will be up at least by tomorrow morning. I'm hoping. Sometimes it takes so long for those videos to post. It takes so many hours uploading it from the laptop. But anyways, it's a beautiful, beautiful fall day. I did get some cute little sugar pumpkins and some mini, like, gourd type of pumpkins, and I want to get outside and start to set up like my garden area. We'll have to go probably maybe next week or the week after to get some mums for out front. I do want to get a couple of hay bales to put out front in my garden. And I decided today that when we rake the leaves, once the majority of them come down, I'm going to build some scarecrows for the front of the house and sit them in chairs to decorate the front of the house for Halloween, which I'm really hoping that we will be able to have some sort of a Halloween celebration because it's our favorite. And I would like to be able to do something to incorporate, you know, maybe Isaiah and his friends like we always do every year on a small attendance type of basis, and still everybody get dressed up and enjoy some fall Halloween festivities. So let us hope we all get to do that. So I pretty much chopped up and chunked up all of the cherries, and now I'm just going to add them to the mixed up brownie mixture. And I'm going to add those in and get it all incorporated with the brownie mix. I'm excited. I hope that these come out really good. Most of the time when I bake, I give the majority of it away, and I keep like a few pieces for Isaiah so that he can enjoy these treats that I make. And then, you know, I'll save one for Richie so that he can eat it over time. I usually will only eat one myself. My mom is doing really good, taking care of like her health and getting really on track with all of that, so I don't want her getting sick, so I'll probably save her one, and she may or may not eat it, but that will be up to her. But it does make the house smell really good. It makes it smell so homey, and it just makes you want to like relax and enjoy time at home with your family to bake and cook. Cooking is definitely Richie's thing, and baking is mine. So now that I have all the cherries in there, if you can see it, with the fudge brownie mix. Now I've got that all settled in, and then I am going to add some marshmallows over the top. I think these are gonna come out so yum. So yum. This actually might be a pan that's too big, so I hope that they rise enough so that they're not super thin. But I mean, I guess we'll just have to wait and see if they rise up so that they can be a thick, chewy brownie. If not, then next time I'll know to use a smaller type of cookie sheet. And now for the marshmallows. Oh my gosh, guess what I forgot to? We might as well just go all in. If we're gonna do this, we're gonna go all in. I'm not gonna add the whole bag, but I will sprinkle some of the chocolate chip chunks into it also. I mean, most of the time when I bake, Richie takes it to work to share with his coworkers. We give out a lot of treats. So, again, there's the chocolate chip chunks added to it. And by the way, I put the oven to preheat on 350. So that's working right now. And now I'm just gonna stack the marshmallows here and there around the edges and then in the center. So that it will melt in and cook in with the brownie. And I also could have probably melted down the marshmallows so that it could kind of like pour over top and be evenly spread out, but I'm not going to make too big a deal about how to spread them out in there. I'm sure it will come out just fine. So now the marshmallows are all on top, chocolate chip chunks, the cherries are all mashed up and inside of the brownie mix, and I'm going to put it in the oven, and then I will show you what the end result comes out like. See you guys in a little while. All right. Here we go. And they came out of the oven and they look ooey and gooey. I'm just going to hold the camera and do this one-handed so that I can put them on a plate to cool. As you can see, all of the marshmallow, of course, is spread out. Oh, everything just fell. But anywho, all of the marshmallow is on every single piece, which that is good. And then I'm going to put them on the plate to cool so that afterwards I can frost them. But they have to cool for a little while, so now I'm just going to plate them up. I hope that you guys are having a fun day. Let me know in the comments down below. What did you do today? Do you guys take Sundays to bake and kind of relax and hang out with your family? What do you generally do? Look at me and my Easter spatula. What do you guys do? And these are so gooey that I may have to let them cool a bit longer. Let me see if I should do that. All right, I'll be back with you in a moment. Okay, so we are at the last step. This is the brownie that I just made. I have a whole plate of them all finished up, cut out. Now I'm just going to take this frosting, smear a little bit on the top. And I'm going to, yes, I am going to do this one-handed. And everything's all cleaned up and nice and scrubbed. Yeah, that's a better idea, Cal. That's a better idea to do it with your right hand that actually is the hand that you use. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the frosting, not too much. And then I'm going to put it all on there. Well, maybe we need a little bit more than what I said so that it will spread nicely. This is not going to be pretty, but you know what? It's going to taste nice. And that is all that I care about. I'm sorry. I should have probably just grabbed the tripod, but you know what? I'm just trying to do it really quick. Spread a little chocolate ooze on there. Okay, that's good enough. That's what we're going to do for now. So there is the brownie. This is the Betty Crocker brownie mix from the Dollar Tree. It's also some maraschino cherries that I chopped up, some chocolate chip chunks that I put in, and some marshmallows to top it off. And then I just added a little bit of rich creamy chocolate frosting on top, and I'm going to bring this to work to greet Isaiah. When he gets in the car, he can have a little bit of dessert before he even has dinner tonight. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will love you forever and ever and ever if you give this video a like, a share, a thumbs up, comment down below. Let me know how you liked this recipe, and tell me if you're gonna go try to make it, and I would love to see a picture of how yours came out. You know I like to bake, but you know it never comes out too fancy and pretty. It doesn't matter to me. All right, I will talk to you guys soon. I hope you have a wonderful, blessed, happy, healthy, loved week, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.